Justus Wesseler is an agricultural, environmental, and natural resource economist. He is known for his research on the contribution of the bioeconomy for sustainable development. During his PhD research in the Philippines, he realized how important economic incentives are for explaining human behavior.
And one of the issues that I observed was that a number of farm households moved from their traditional religious beliefs into Christianity. And I was asking, why is that? And then one farmer, he looked at me as if I would be absolutely stupid and said, well, people do what is practical to their life. So you have to understand that following the traditional religious way is a very costly activity. It costs you a lot. If you get married, you have to butcher pigs or cows even. You have to host a number of visitors. So it's very expensive. And if you move into Christianity, well, you avoid all these costs.
The research group of Professor Wesseler develops economic models using the theory of the real option. This allows them to measure the values of future opportunities, including irreversibility and uncertainties. Wesseler is specifically interested in biotechnology.
Now, if you look at the debates around introduction of transgenic crops in the European Union or in other countries, there are a number of issues related to this. And that fascinates me because I can look at it from a consumer point of view, from a farmer point of view, from a researcher's point of view, from the industry's perspective, from the policy person perspective, and depending on from what perspectives you look at the problem, well, results look a little bit different.
Golden rice, genetically engineered to include vitamin A, has been available since 2002, but has never been cultivated. The rice, which researchers hope will provide much-needed nutrients to poorer populations, is controversial among those concerned about the long-term impact of GMOs.
Well, we became interested in investigating the case of golden rice because it has so widely been debated. When you look at the science, there is actually no safety issue related to golden rice. There is a scientific agreement on that. Okay, if that is the case, what are from an economic point of view, the amount that would justify not to introduce the golden rice?
Wesseler developed a real option model to assess the health costs for India caused by not having access to the technology. According to his calculations, the delay over the last 10 years has caused losses of about 1.5 million life years for India. He could then establish the economic value that golden rice would have generated for India.
Now you can turn this around and saying, okay, because India did not introduce this, because there is a lot of opposition towards golden rice, this is an indicator about the economic power of the opposition towards golden rice. And that is what we then published, and that received a lot of attention among scientists as well as policymakers, as well as different stakeholder groups. That was a little bit of a surprise to us.